So do you guys know the story of Nolan Wells? If you probably have seen his image somewhere around. If you haven't, well, let's get into it. He went to the top five racist states, and one of the top states back in the day that you're not supposed to go to if you were black was Mississippi. And guess where he went? He went to Mississippi. I live in South Carolina. I go to Georgia. I've been in four of five out of these states. You have to be careful. Listen, these old people, the people that's in the background, listen, they're still there. They're not all gone yet. And all this stuff that's bad is being taught down. If things ever got messed up enough, if the moment things get out of wax or out of sorts, trust me, these states are going to be the first states to flip back to, and go full factory reset. Now let's go into actually what's going on a little bit better. And I like this guy right here, this video I found. I'm just going to play a little bit of it.
A friend of yours that you've known for years goes missing in Mississippi for hours and hours and hours, and you not only don't look for him, but then you go home without him, without calling the cops, and you just bring his phone back to his mom. And then there's this video right here.
So again, so that's what happened. He went off with his friends, and apparently something happened, and they came home without him. And his parents are like, "Hey, where's our son? You know, he came. We guys went together." And they're like, "We don't know what you're talking about, but we're returning this back to you." I mean, do you get how terrifying that would be as a mom to have your child that you cared for and you love deeply in your life say they're going off with their friends? You expect nothing but good things, and they come back saying, "Oh yeah, we're just returning this back to you," and you're looking for your son. You're like, "Hey, where's my boy?" And your son is gone. And they gave you back his phone. I'm still telling you, "Hey, he's gone. We're letting you know he's gone. He's not coming back." And we don't know where he is. We don't know what happened, but he's gone. That's terrifying. In 2026, that is terrifying. That's some horror movie shit. Earlier, I hit on the states that you shouldn't go to. You should be able to go to. You should be able to go anywhere without going through all the stuff that black people do, and you should be able to go anywhere regardless without being harassed or diminished or and harmed in any way. You shouldn't have to worry about getting in trouble and doing all this commotion and all the bull crap happening regardless of where you go. But that's not the world that we live in. Remember, the people forget, but the land does. Honestly, what people do forget, it just gets taught. It gets passed down. I told you, with some of these states, if we only need the wind to blow a bad way, and they're going full factory reset. But let's look further though.
Here. Did you hear it? There is clearly
I heard
an
it.
argument going on shore where they clearly say, "F you, you're not getting on the boat." Even though they didn't have time to call the police or start an investigation right away, they had plenty of time to deactivate all their social media. Not to mention, these little parents are judges, doctors, and other high-ranking members of the community.
I told you guys. I said so many times, man, this is old money. Old money. Here's the thing, okay, so again, getting more into it again, you get a group of people, you bring them to your land, you treat them like trash, you outsource. These were the first outsourced people, but they were slaves. You bring them in here, you treat them like crap, until you guys get everything you need from them, and then you say we don't need to treat you like crap anymore. But you guys are still slaves, and then some people say, "Oh well, let's not keep them." Civil War. Then things are not getting better. Things didn't get better after that. It would have been a fairy tale moment if that's where it ended, but it did not end there. We still had the KKK. We still had these getting the worst ingredients, getting the worst doctors, being the worst neighborhoods. We got our own neighborhoods destroyed for no reason at all other than we cannot come up. They want to make sure that they get the first of everything to get their roots down further. People look at this and be like, "Okay, where's the old money?" They're not on the plantation no more. They grew out of that. I'm gonna tell you where the old money's at. Where the old money's at? They're your judges. They're your doctors. They're these people with all this shit that you're wondering what the fuck do they do? They're them. They're your government officials now, and it's taught down most of all. That's where the old money is. But the problem is that this stuff is taught, and the uncomfortable part comes from when I tell you that ultimately, right now as it stands, his death means nothing. We make his death mean something. Right now, his death does not mean anything. We had the Black Lives Matter moment. We had that. And now we have this. And the only thing they're telling you is, hey, black people, be careful who you hang out with. That is every race. That is every race. It's every culture. That's every, you could be whatever. That is every religion. Of course you have to watch who you hang out with. That's not real knowledge. That's common sense.
Let me see if I can play out what exactly happened here. Noah goes out on a boat with 4 of his friends. There is some sort of argument on shore. A fight ensued, took him back out on the boat. I allegedly believe they did something to him. Then came back to the same spot they were in, partied all the way past 7:30 p.m. Have witnesses saying you were there, remember. Then brought his belongings back to his mom. Look, I hope I'm...
That's the scariest part.
But things aren't adding up. None of it makes...
One of the scariest parts, actually.
None of it adds up to something benign happened. We all need to be saying his name. Even if they didn't, each and every one of them are abandoning their friend, not even searching for him so that they could drink and party the rest of July 4th away.
This happened on the 4th of July. I was drinking a beer in my living room on the 4th of July. While this guy went out with his 2 buds to have fun on the 4th of July in Mississippi, worst place in the world. He should have been able to do it though. His friends come back without him. I was taught you, if you go together, you come back together. Apparently, they weren't taught that. It's common sense. It's common sense. They're trying to make, they're bad at hiding it. They're so bad at hiding it. Their story doesn't add up. There's so much video evidence. They know exactly what's going on. They know they're going to get away with it most likely. They know they have people at high places. That's all there is to it.
Be careful who you choose for friends. I promise you, the only way a snake can
message
is if it's right next to you. Rest in peace.
Hi guys.
Rest in peace.
Online right now that I honestly never expected to see. For years, we've heard black parents give their children the same warning. Be careful where you go. Be mindful of who you're around. Don't ignore your instincts. Those conversations have been part of black families for generations. But now, something different is happening.
2026.
I'm seeing white content creators, white parents, and even people who normally avoid talking about race saying something that has caught everyone's attention. They're telling black people to be careful about being the only black person in certain social groups.
White people, okay, not all white people, but there's this elephant in the room. You gotta understand, you got these white people who act like, oh, they have no problems with black people, but the moment the black people are gone away, that's when the hard R comes out, the real country comes out. That's when they talk about monkeys and all this other stuff. They say all this stuff in your face, but the moment you leave, hard R's, nigga, all this other stuff comes out the moment that you're gone. Understand, sometimes the moment when you're gone, sometimes you don't have to be gone. Sometimes if the situation gets rallied enough, that gone doesn't have to be gone. Sometimes it can happen while you're there. And the worst thing you want to do is be in a place that the facade and the mask breaks. That's the last thing. That's the last place you want to be.
I saw this picture. First thought of my mind was these kid. It was literally the first thought I had in my head.
I wish I heard him actually say the whole thing.
Pieces of they did find his body, so we'll have to wait and hear what the coroner has to say.
Mm-hmm.
But knowing how the cops operate, they'll probably rule it a just like they did that black kid that hung himself with 2 broken legs.
With 2 broke legs.
Yeah, that happened too. That was last year.
Wow, I didn't know that.
They claimed a kid with 2 broken legs hung himself. You white supremacists got another thing coming. Because you're going to have to deal with people like me.
The way this country talks about black victims versus...
I told you where the old money went. How did they get away with this stuff? The old money went into the government. They went into the high society. They went into the places that make the rules. Certain individuals get away with stuff. Certain individuals don't get away with stuff. Certain individuals, who gets the most full-time jail time? Black people. Who, for the same crime as white people. I'm being so honest with you. I mean, that's where it went. And it's the scariest shit because the lawmakers are the place or where the old money went. Track the money. We need to start investigating where the money went and start pulling these motherfuckers on out of there. But black individuals typically receive more of a sentence, maximum sentences, more times than white individuals for the same crime. What does that tell you where the money went? Start pulling these guys up on out of there. Start researching this stuff. If there's too many like judges that's doing this, that don't know. Oh, they want to pretend like they don't know that they're sentencing black people to maximum sentences more than a sentence to white people. Investigate them.
Versus white victims is disgusting. Nolan Wells' body was found yesterday off the coast of Mississippi. If you didn't know, he was presumed missing and dead on July 4th. It is America's 250th birthday, and we're still dealing with this. He was
On America's
celebrating with his
birthday.
friends for the 4th of July, and there's now circulating video that is going very viral of what looks to be him and his friends that he went with on the beach, and there's an argument. There's yelling happening. In the video,
Yep.
he looks to be very calmly standing still looking at his buddies. And somehow,
Buddies, it's kind of pissing me off because these guys aren't like some. They're not Isaac, not Madara from some anime. They're bad at hiding it. I said it before I seen what's going on. I haven't seen this video before. We're watching it in real time. I'm telling you, they're bad at hiding it. They just don't care because there's not enough that's going to land them in prison, and then they're not going to be gone for long. They know that. They know that. They got friends in high places. They're in Mississippi. They know they're square. They know they're fine. They know they're getting away with it. They know this. They know the likelihood of them getting anything rather than a slap on the wrist is minuscule. Honestly, I'm getting kind of riled up. We finna just watch what the family said a little bit. We're gonna watch a little bit of it, and we're gonna watch as much as I can watch of it. Cause I'm actually getting pissed off IRL.
For a full and transparent investigation into their son's death.
We just want to know what happened and why our baby didn't come home.
Wells mysteriously disappeared on the 4th of July after boating to Horn Island off the coast of Mississippi with friends. Those friends telling investigators Wells decided to stay on the island.
So
Bullshit.
choose to stay on the island. It just wasn't his character. It wasn't his character.
2 days later, police discovered Wells's body on the north end of the island in the water. And this morning, there are new questions about his cell phone. Wells's mother telling our Michael Strahan his phone was left behind. And when the family retrieved it, it appeared some texts were deleted and his Snapchat accounts were empty.
I was just like, that can't be. Like, I've seen Nolan.
His Snapchat accounts were empty. What do you mean empty? What do you mean empty? Call Snapchat right now. Call Snapchat right now. We need to find out when that shit got deleted. When did it get deleted? At what time did it get deleted? And then add up with his death. That's what we need to go do.
Whenever he snaps, like when he goes and he's having fun, like he does videos. Like there was absolutely
Who doesn't do videos?
Police are also looking at this video posted to social media.
Or better yet, let's say that he did. Let's run the other way. Because, like there's two sides to a story, right? Let's run the other way. Let's say that's true. There's like 5 of you right there, right? Get his ass from the boat and say, we're not leaving you here. This thing is dangerous here. Clearly he's never been out like that. Clearly he's never been to this island before, or he's not in his right mind. Maybe he's drunk. Take his ass on that boat or stay there with him. That's what you need to do.
The Sheriff's Department is asking the family to turn over the phone to investigators.
We're working towards the same goal as the family.
Should they even do that? Would you trust the government at this point? Would you trust the authorities to receive the phone? You know what? I say this. Make sure that before you give that phone up, you copy every last damn thing on there. You find somebody. You find somebody who will do it for you. You copy every single damn thing on that phone from the lock screen to the damn settings on the damn phone to the brightness on that motherfucker. That's what you do. You copy every damn thing on there before you give that phone up. Because I guarantee you, there's some the devil is alive. I'm telling you, he's working. He's in the back. He's not in the back. He's in the front. He just looks like your friend, and that's the scariest, spookiest part about it.
Investigation.
But the family has decided to do an independent investigation, including their own autopsy. Their son's body has been flown from Mississippi to Washington, D.C. with the help of former NFL player and activist Colin Kaepernick.
Damn straight. Shout out to the family. Absolutely. I gotta say shout out, or I gotta say something good. This is me saying something good to the family. They are smart. You damn well right don't you do your own personal stuff. You damn well right you don't just trust the first person that you see.
This notion that, oh, it was nothing wrong, no foul play, let's just sweep it under the rug. Well, we refuse to sweep it under the rug.
No foul play. They are trying to get us scot-free. I told you before I seen this, before I clicked on the video, what I say, they're most likely going to get off with no more than a slap on the wrist. I said that shit. Now look, be careful wherever you go, and it's not. I just want to just make sure I say this. I know I got some white subscribers, and I want to say, oh, this video's not to you. This is me reacting to the scum that's in our world, and this is crazy. This not everyone's like this. Okay, I've met some fantastic white people, some very memorable ones. I met some fantastic Mexicans. I met some fantastic Filipinos. I met some fantastic Chinese and Koreans and Asians and Japanese. I met some fantastic other black people. Some races I don't even know what they are. I met some fantastic people. There's good in the world. There's good in my subscribers. There's good in the views. There's good in everyone. It's just when we see the scum in the world to this degree, when they're sitting here plotting all this bad stuff. I don't know if I can use the M word. We just have to call it out when we see it. Just because there's not much we can do doesn't mean that we have to sit here and act like we can't do nothing. This is me just saying, guys, peace, love, protect yourselves, and be safe. Ultimately, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.